This is part 2 of building dummy from Iron Man. I think what I'm actually going to do is just make it a little bit thinner, probably cut it like here. Okay, so, hey guys, future me, none of this actually ends up working and I have to come up with something else, just so you know. Okay, so I cut an access panel out in here so I can reach the inside of here. So, I know what you're thinking. This looks terrible. I get it. But you have to trust the process. At the end, I'm gonna make it look so much better. I'm gonna cover up all my mistakes. And you won't even notice, all of this stuff here. So I got started printing the part for the new base. Okay, so we have a problem. This thing tilts way too much on one side, and that is because I'm using these things here. What we're gonna do is switch to using these bearings. Future me again. Yeah, this doesn't work either. Okay, while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna start mounting all of the wiring and stuff. Right here, I have this piece of MDF. I think that's what this is. I don't know. It's a piece of wood. This Arduino Mega housing thing, and you use a track like this to mount it to, and this will snap right onto here. 2 power supply thingies. One will be for 12 volt and the other one will be for 5 volt. 2 motor controllers for the linear actuators, and then a step down converter. So this is what will convert the 12 volt into 5 volt. We're gonna use these little things. Let me use my other hand. My hand's so dry. Oh, this one's dry too. Jesus Christ. We're gonna use these to mount the brackets too. Okay, so this is how I've chosen to organize it. So let's go ahead and get all of these things mounted, and then we can start adding the wires. Okay, so I've realized that this idea is actually not going to work. So we're going to try something else. Okay, so I ordered one of these off Amazon. It is a Lazy Susan thingy. So this should be able to distribute the weight way better than that other bearing I was using. And it should be better than what I was doing over there. So we're gonna 3D print a gear to go on the inside, a gear or teeth to go on the inside of this, and then we'll just have a gear head, which is what the motor will spin, and that'll spin the entire thing. Things finally got printed, so here is the Lazy Susan, and here is the gear that will go inside of it, just like that, and it'll spin like that. And here is the gear that'll be spinning. So it'll be sitting up in there like this, and it's got a square here. So it locks this bolt into place so it'll spin the entire thing. So this will sit inside of here like this, and it'll spin, causing this whole thing to spin. Better. I've replaced the old gear thing. It was a little bit bigger and a little bit harder to turn. So I replaced it with a larger gear ratio. So as you can see here, it spins way easier than it did before. And so I'm hoping that this will make it easier for the motor at the bottom to spin. Got everything mounted on. I was just moving it around with my hand. And it's still tough, but it's better than it was before. I'm confident to go forward with testing to see if the motor can handle it with a belt. And if the belt doesn't work, then we're gonna switch to using gears like I did in here. So I was working on the motherboard and adjusting the voltage on the step down converter, and it exploded. So yeah, just be careful when you're using these things. Okay, I finished the board. I got the thing working. It turns out that there was a short in one of these up here on the underside of where I soldered. Anyways, got this going. Got the belt here connected. So we're gonna test it out and see how it goes. Also got the arm mounted up here again. So when I connect this together, the motor is just gonna start spinning. Nothing too fancy, just for testing purposes. So I mean, it works technically, and I think I can make it faster. Not 100% sure. But this gets caught whenever it has to do some heavy, and then you heard it a second ago, it was skipping, I guess. So I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm actually gonna just switch to a gear instead of this belt. Added the gear here, as you can see, and I had to add a brace here because this rod is just too long. I should have made it shorter, but it is what it is. It works. Here we go. Oh, wrong way. Thought it was going the other way. You can only go one direction right now. I don't have it coded any other way. So, all right, real test. Here it is. It's moving. Okay, well, it still skips under slight pressure, but... Okay, so for the final part of this video, I want to connect this PlayStation 2 wireless controller to the arm for testing purposes, so I can move the arm around however I want and, you know, test. All right, got the thing hooked up, got the code uploaded. Let's see if this works. Oh, that's not good. All right, take two. Let's see if this works. Yay. Oh. Yay. All right, this is a little bit better. Oh. So I don't like the noise it makes. I think there's something inside of here scraping on the inner sides or something. So I might try to figure that out, but I mean, it's working. It's moving pretty quick. That's embarrassing. All right, so I got this to work. Oh, almost hit the wall. Oh, it hit me. All right, I got this to work. So next step is connecting these two motors so I can control it with the remote control too. So I got the rest of the board wired up. I made two connectors for the motors up here for if I have to disconnect them. Same thing I did with this one. I got it connected up to the Arduino. I got the power going. So in theory, when I plug this in, we should be able to control the motors up there as well as the spinning thing with this controller. So all I have to do is connect this battery here. The code's already been put into the to the Arduino, and it should work. So let's test it. Plug these two into each other. Got it. All right. So you already know you can do this, or not. All right, take two. Connected? No, not connected. Alright. So restart it. There's connected. And so, if I press this, it should work. Yeah. Okay, let's keep one hand on it. Spin. Sometimes it does skip, so we're gonna have to fix that in the future, but for the most part, it's working. And now I should be able to press the up button. Up and down. No, they're opposite right now, but that's just because I didn't, change the code around. But so, as you can see, I got it to work. It's able to move up and down and left and right, or spin. So there are some things, that's still wrong with it. Like I don't like how it's a lot of slack in it whenever it moves. It does shake, but that's just because I got it sitting on a stool right now. So when I put it on the floor, it should, be more stable. But yeah, I don't like the way it shakes. I'm probably gonna change out these little attachments to take out all of the like free movement that's in it right now. The motor down there skips, the gear skips every few, so I'm probably gonna change the gear ratio so it doesn't have to try as hard to move it. And then I just gotta add the motors on the end of the arm. So we'll do all of that next time, and hopefully we can finish it, we'll see. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.